Hey there, if you're not where you'd like to be financially, chances are you've fallen victim to these extremely common middle-class money traps. The inability to get out of the rat race and escape the middle class almost always boils down to a handful of these traps. They can, however, be incredibly simple to avoid, yet seemingly everyone falls victim to them, only to become stuck in the middle class forever. It can be frustrating to find yourself in this situation, especially when you're working hard and doing everything right. You may feel overwhelmed and helpless, wondering how you can ever break free from these traps and achieve the financial freedom you desire. But don't lose hope. I know that with a few simple changes, you can turn your financial situation around and start building real wealth. If you like the content, do subscribe the channel and like the video so it may reach to people looking for similar information. One of the biggest traps that people fall into is habitually borrowing money. Beginning to use debt regularly, especially at a young age, is a trap that is nearly guaranteed to set you up for failure, keeping you stuck in the middle class forever. It's understandable to be excited about the ability to borrow money for purchases like college and cars that would otherwise take months or years to save up for. But you don't realize how long those debts will take to repay until it's too late. Paying off credit cards, student loans, or a car loan can take years or even decades in some cases, creating a lifelong cycle of using debt to buy things beyond your budget. It can be a frustrating and overwhelming experience that can leave you feeling trapped and hopeless. Another trap that many people fall into is having no idea how much they spend. It's like the money has a mind of its own, and you can't seem to get ahead no matter how hard you try. It's difficult to make changes for the better if you have absolutely no idea where to begin. Yet this is a major problem that countless people face. But don't worry, there's a way out of this trap. By keeping track of your spending, you can start to identify areas where you can cut back and save money. It's a small change that can make a big difference in your financial situation. The trap of buying more liabilities than assets is another common issue that many people face. It's easy to fall into the trap of buying things that cost you money on a continual basis and go down in value, like cars or expensive gadgets. But the reality is that these expenses restrict you from building wealth. Rich people know how to focus on buying assets first and using those to help pay for liabilities. But the middle class often does just the opposite, going to work for money and then spending it all on liabilities. The result is that they must continue working every day, year after year, in order to fund their lifestyle. This behavior is a trap that keeps you poor with no forward progress. Trying to look rich is another trap that many people fall into. Showing off wealth to others can provide a sense of satisfaction, but it's an extremely expensive money trap that will ensure you remain in poverty. You may want to appear wealthy and successful to impress your friends, family, and even those you despise, but is it worth it? The funny thing is, millionaires don't try to look rich at all. Actually, the people who do everything they can to impress others are the worst off financially. Instead, focus on building real wealth and let your success speak for itself. Finally, the trap of focusing on saving rather than expanding is one that many middle-class people fall into. While it's important to look for ways to save money, it's equally important to focus on increasing your income. This can be difficult and require hard work. This brings us to the end of the video. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video and do subscribe to get a notification for upcoming videos. Goodbye and have a nice day.